Hey everyone, this is Miss Stokes, and today we'll be learning about how to use the Canva tool. So go to your Google search engine, type in C-A-N-V-A, Canva, and go ahead and head over to their website. You can easily make an account using your school Gmail account. Now, once you're on this page, to kind of start on the project you're going to do for our class, I'd like for you to click on Templates. And you'll see that they have tons of different templates that you can search. So if you want to do a presentation, they have done tons of presentation templates, 17,376 to be exact. If you needed to do a flyer for a club, you can type in flyer, and they have flyer templates. Say you're having a party, you can make invitations for your party. They have bunches of templates, a lot of templates actually, holy smokes. For this one, I'm going to show you guys how you would make a pamphlet. First, you got to remember how to spell it. And then once I put in pamphlet, I'll see here that they have tons of different templates I can use. Lots, 694. I like this template. It's nice and simple, so I'm going to click on it. I can kind of see what the template looks like to make sure I like it. They also have an example of it completed if you just want to straight up use the template they have. But I'm going to use this. I'm going to customize this template. So I'd click on customize the template, and then it brings it up in the editing tool so that I can make it my own for my own project. So I know a lot of you guys are learning about Lord of the Flies. So I'm going to complete a hypothetical project where I am making a pamphlet that teaches people about the basics of Lord of the Flies. So let's dive in. So my finished pamphlet is going to look like this. So I've already completed the project, but I'm going to talk to you guys about how to get to this template to this project. How did I get there? So the first thing I want us to focus on is how to alter and add in text. So here I have Habitats Polar Region. I want to change this to Lord of the Flies. So I double click, I'll show that again. I double click on it and I can just type in the words that I want. I want of the, and then I want flies. So here I want to reuse this so that I can type flies beneath here. To do that, I click on it and we use the duplication tool. So if you want to copy and paste, you click on what you want to copy, you go to duplicate, and it will make a copy of it for you. And then I can scroll it down here and type in flies. So I've altered the text that's already existing in my template so that it says what I want. Now I'm going to drag so that this is formatted to my liking. And you'll see, just like when we did our Google Slides tutorial, they have little pink lines that help you center and organize things so that they look really nice. Now I have this name item. You'll notice that when I move it, it leaves the line behind. That's really annoying. I don't want to move it twice. So a really cool tool you can use to move multiple items in here is if you hold down your mouse and drag, it'll create this purple square or rectangle, and everything it touches, it will select, and then you can move it all at once. So I'm going to move this up at once. I'll show that again, like using this. So if I drag it and select all of this, I can move all of it at the same time so that I don't have to move individual items and waste my time. So that's how you alter and move text. Then I want to add in new text. So I'll go over here to text, click on it, and click on add a text box. It always throws it into the center of your screen, and then you can move it over to where you want it. So I want to add my name in here, Jessica Stokes. And this is super tiny. So I'll go over here and make my font bigger. So I'll increase it until I'm happy with the size of it. I'll make sure it's centered nicely. And then if you ever want to change the font, you can do that here. They kindly keep all of the fonts that are already in the template organized at the top, so you can very easily keep consistent fonts. But if you ever want different fonts, there's a lot of different options below that you can use. But it's organized to kind of help you work efficiently. So that is how you change, center, move, duplicate, and add in new text. All right, so now let's talk about images. So I have this little polar bear here. Unfortunately, there are no polar bears in Lord of the Flies, so I gotta say bye-bye bear. I click on him and then click delete on my keyboard. But say I was really sad that I deleted him. I can go over here and let's talk about how to do the undo and redo tool. If I wanted the bear back, I can click there, he comes back. If I want him to go away, I can click here and he goes away. So if you make a mistake, you can do the undo, redo easily right here. Also, you'll notice that Control Z and then Control Shift Z also will work these tools for you. All right, so now I want to add in a picture right here. So the way to do that is I have two ways I can add in pictures. The first is elements, where I can go here and search my elements and type in Lord of the Flies and see what they get for me. I'm not really happy with the options that Canva has for Lord of the Flies, so I'm going to pick my own image. And so if you go to uploads, you can upload files from your laptop or computer. So to do that, you first need to find the image that you want on Google Images or however you find images, and you need to save them to your pictures. And once they're there, you can click upload files. And I'll go to my, where is it? My pictures folder. And then I can put in any picture that I want. So I'm going to do Lord of the Flies cover. And when I click on that, click open, it will load the image that I've selected from my computer to kind of this nice catalog they have of pictures that I have uploaded. So whenever I've uploaded a picture to Canva, it'll appear and stay here for future use. And so now I can drag this picture over. I need to resize it a bit because it's slightly too big. And there we go. I have the exact image that I was looking for on the cover of my pamphlet. Cool. So on this part of the pamphlet, we've learned about how to do text, either altering text, centering text, moving text, adding new text, and also how to add in an image that's been saved onto my laptop. Let's learn some more skills. So in this center part, I changed it into this piece about characters and archetypes, where I created this fun little game where you can match the character to the type of archetype they are. And I made the archetype symbols from Spider-Man. That's for you students out there who I know love Spider-Man. Did that for you. But how did I make this? So first off, I don't have enough circles. And so I'm going to delete most of this. Because I want to have 4 characters and they only have kind of like 3 on each side. And so I'm going to use this drag tool to delete a lot of it. I also don't need this, so I'm going to delete all of that. All right, so let's start moving over this information. So to save a little time, I copied and pasted over the typed work from my completed document. But now I'm going to resize it so I'm a little happier with its formatting. This guy, I want to have as much space as possible for my picture, so I'm going to make it longer. And now I can use this. So I want to put Ralph here. And so I'm going to need to be as efficient as possible with my space. So I'm going to move this circle over here. And now I'm going to take the Ralph picture that I've already uploaded and drag it over. But something's not working. Ralph won't go into that circle. I can resize it, but it's not going to look well because it overlaps. So what I'm trying to do here is to get this to be a frame. So this is where I'm going to teach you about the frame tool. So I'm actually going to delete this circle and we're going to go over to elements, and essentially all the good stuff is over in the elements. So I'm going to clear this out. And if you scroll down, you'll see that elements has a lot of things. It keeps your recently used, it has shapes, it has graphics like maps. It even has an image generator and moving stickers and photos that you can search and videos that you can insert if you're doing a presentation. It has audio that you can add in for presentations. It has charts and tables. And here's what I'm looking for, frames. So I want a circular frame. So I'm going to drag that over and size it to what I want it to be. A smidgen smaller. And so now I can drag Ralph over here and it goes into the frame and makes him circular. And I can double click on the frame. I want to move the image down And there we go. So now, actually over a little. Okay, so now Ralph is in the circle, and so it's the shape that I want. Now I'm not going to go in and drag over the frames. I already have the formatting I like, so I'm going to select that and click duplicate. Duplicate. Where is it duplicating? So this is actually good to show. I accidentally duplicated the entire page. I don't need 3 pages of it, so I'm going to click undo, undo. So I just have the one page. So I want to make sure that I don't have the entire page duplicated, just that. There we go. I can click duplicate, and there we go. Drag that to beneath and put it where I like it. And I can click duplicate again. And one thing Canva does is it learns really quickly, so it saw that I want them below each other. And so now when I click duplicate, it places it where I want it, which is amazing. You'll see it goes off the screen a bit, so I'm going to again use my little tool to select it all and move them all up a little bit so that I'm happy with where they're located. Now I'm going to go back to my uploads, and now I can easily drag over the characters and place them into the frames where I want them. And again, if you're not happy with where they dropped, you just double click and you can move the image down or up so that it's a little better centered. All right, so I've made my characters. Now I need to make it look like the final piece, I need this other side. And you might be like, oh, that's gonna take so long, but it really doesn't, because I can just highlight this, click duplicate, scoot it over to the other side and line it up, and then just drag in the other images. And it is, who am I missing? Oh, Spider-Man. And then I just change it, so Sage, Sidekick, Villain, and Hero. One thing I did is I misspelled villain. See, it's underlined in red. And just like many other tools, you can right-click and use the spell check. And it fixes the spelling for you. Now, last but not least, I want to center this. And done. And so now I have this really cool matching game that people can play to learn about Lord of the Flies. Done. So I'm going to go over to my completed items so that you can see the other part that I completed. Again, I just alter text, inserted image that was saved. Actually, this wasn't even saved to my thing. So I went over to Elements and I searched Pacific Ocean maps right here. And it brought this up for me. So I didn't even need to save it to my computer. I took this one from a search in Canva. I altered text. This little clip art I also took from Canva. I just searched World War II. And then I added in, I think, bomb, because I wanted an explosion, because that's like a big part of the beginning of Lord of the Flies. And then I added a text box that said 1950. And created a graphic for myself that represents that Lord of the Flies takes place during a fictional war in 1950 that is much like World War II. I inserted an image that I found online, altered text. Another thing I want to show you really quick is over here, you'll notice that this text is red. Just want to show you, for those of you who really like aesthetic stuff, you can change the text color here. But one thing it does that's really neat is you'll see that over here, these are the photos that I have here, and it's broken them down into a color scheme. So if you're trying to match colors so that they all kind of have like a similar color vibe, it makes it really easy for you to do that, which is awesome. So Canva has a ton of really easy to use tools that can help you create really professional and clean looking projects very easily. All right, I hope this tutorial helped you learn how to use the tools that you now need to use to make a project for our class. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, bye.